Hello and welcome to Football 360. Wishing you all a very happy and a prosperous new year. We start off Football 360 in the new year with the 2016-17 Premier League Women's Division 1 Championship review, where Navy won the championship in their final game, defeating Police SC. But it wasn't smooth sailing for the Sailors, as the first match between Navy SC and Army SC, two title contenders, was a draw, nil-all draw at the Valisara base, and it was a match where Navy dominated in possession but weren't able to capitalize, while Army had two golden chances on the penalty box to score two goals, but they weren't able to finish it off. And we look at the next game, Air Force versus Police. Now that game showed that Police weren't going to be any title contenders against Air Force, who won 3-0. Then Army again with Police SC, another 3-0 win for Army with Erand Liyanage, Madhushani, and there was an own goal from Chaturika Madhushani. Now that was a game where Army, title contenders, especially with Erand Liyanage, one of Sri Lanka's strikers up front, should have scored more, but they were only able to score just 3, while Army versus Air Force, another one of champion contenders with Air Force and Army. It was a match where a solitary goal from Erand Liyanage was enough for Army to win. Now the next game against Navy versus Air Force in the first round, where just the two goals in the first half was enough, as it ended 1-1 with Pravina Pereira for Navy and Imesha Vitanage, the skipper for Air Force, scoring the goals. 1-1 draw there. And the next game, Navy versus Police, 2-0 win for Navy, but it wasn't the game that was expected from Navy, which had quite a few Sri Lanka players. They struggled in the first half and even in the second half at the Police Park, but it was Tushani Madhushika's 42nd minute goal that gave them some hope, with Achala Chitrani scoring in the 80th minute. They struggled in that game, and it was one of the worst performances from the Navy women. Now the second round rather started with Army versus Navy once again, and it was once again a 0-0 draw. And thereafter Air Force versus Police. Air Force hammered Police 6-1, with S. Vidyalini scoring a hat-trick, and Imesha Vitanage, the skipper, also coming on the scorecard. Now Army with the same 6-0 scoreline against Police. Erand Liyanage this time scoring a hat-trick, with Hansani Upeksha scoring twice and Nalika Karunaratne scoring 1. Then a title deciding 3 matches between Air Force, Navy, then Air Force versus Army, and Navy versus Police. Air Force versus Navy, it was halted by thunderstorms at the Air Force base in Ekala, where Air were leading 1-0, but after the restart, it was Navy who won 2-1, with Pravina Pereira also scoring for Navy. It was an important win for Navy, now giving them some hope, while Air Force against Army, now that was a match where Army just needed a draw to cement their championship, because with 12 points for them, and even if Navy won their final game, they had to score quite a few goals, because Navy, even though they had quite a few good strikers, Sri Lanka strikers, they hadn't scored. They only scored just 5 goals up until their final game, while Army had already scored 12 and Air Force with 14. Now Air Force, however, spoiled the party for Army, winning that match 3-2. They were leading 3-0 at halftime, with Imesha Vitanage, Gunasekara and Chamantha Francis scoring in the first half. Army staged a comeback but fell short, just 2 goals coming from Nalika Karunaratne and Erand Liyanage, a 3-2 win for Air Force, which gave Navy the hope of winning the championship against the depleted Police SC, which they did so comfortably, 2-0, with 2 goals in the first half from Niluka Aludge and Tushani Madhushika. That was an easy win, which gave them 12 points and the championship, 1 point more than Army SC in the points table. The highest goal scorers, of course, was Erand Liyanage with 6 goals, and for Air Force, it was Ashani Ratnayaka, Vidyalini and Imesha Vitanage, the 3 trio for Air Force, scoring 3 goals each. While for Navy, it was only Tushani Madhushkia who I thought was the player of the tournament, the young midfielder with 2 goals. And this is how the points table stood at the end of the 2 rounds and the championship, with the Navy playing 6 games, winning 3 with 3 draws, scoring just 7 goals, the second lowest in that championship, and only conceded 2. Their defense was good, with Tilini Jayasinghe handling the defense from a central defense. With they had 12 points to win the championship. Then Army also with 3 wins, 2 draws, and that 1 loss, the crucial loss against Air Force, which paved the way for Navy winning that championship. Now, for them, they had 12 goals, only conceded 3, while Air Force again with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. That was against Air Force. And then the goals for them was 14, with the goals against just 7, and they had 10 points. Police filling in the 4th position without winning any. Now that concludes our review on the 2016-17 Women's Premier League Division 1 Championship. Do stay tuned with ThePapare.com as we bring you the latest. Until then, this is me, Navodh Vijay Vikrama, signing off for ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.